Eric, it has been an absolutely wild day of college football across the country. Welcome to Los Angeles and the Nissan Halftime Report. I'm Kevin Frazier, as always, joined by Kellen Winslow. And Kellen, in the first half, Texas just dominating this game.
Major Applewhite, Kevin, continuing to play well for Mack Brown. He's a great leader, only a sophomore. Ricky Williams said he's going to give Major Applewhite his Heisman vote, but we all know where it's going.
All right, let's check in on the rest of the nation. And after getting snubbed last week by the BCS, Virginia Tech with another chance to perhaps move into the national championship picture. The second spot in the BCS poll, but they would have to get by Miami first. First quarter, 3-0 Miami. Kenny Kelly looking, hits Andre King over the middle for the 7-yard touchdown. 10-0 Miami quick, but in the first, same score, and here comes Virginia Tech.
A big play for Virginia Tech after Miami had a penalty to give them first and goal. They sneak the ball in.
Indeed, they do. And 10-7 to score right now. Michael Vick, 4 of 9 for 56 yards. Virginia Tech, 79 yards of total offense so far. Number 3, Tennessee taking on Arkansas. Fourth quarter, 24-21 balls. Clint Sterner to Anthony Lucas, 23-yard touchdown. Razorbacks up 28-24. Redemption for Sterner, maybe. Minute and a half left to play. 4th and 6 for Tennessee, Kellen.
T. Martin, I thought he should have pulled it down and ran the ball, decided to make the throw. Houston Nutt, huge victory for Arkansas.
Overcome by emotion, Houston Nutt remains unbeaten in Fayetteville as the Hogs head coach. Kansas State unbeaten no longer. Eric Crouch ran for 158 yards and a pair of touchdowns as Nebraska wins. Peter Warrick became the ACC's all-time leading receiver, and Chris Weinke tossed 6 touchdown passes as Florida State crushes Maryland. And meanwhile, the Seminoles face Florida next week. The Gators locked up the SEC East title today with their win. Kellen, obviously, there will be big changes in the BCS poll and perhaps a little justice for Virginia Tech if they can get by Miami tonight.
Well, Michael Vick has played well in the first half, but Miami's doing a wonderful job of getting pressure on the young quarterback, the redshirt freshman, I should say. They're coming from all sides, just trying to put as much contact on Michael Vick as they possibly can. And the one thing that Michael Vick has not seen against other teams they've played against is the overall team speed of Miami's defense. Take a look at the top 5 here in the BCS. We see Virginia Tech at number 3. They win today. They move up to number 2, and they're looking at playing Florida State if they win the rest of their ball games. But I believe Miami will win this ball game against Virginia Tech and look for Nebraska. Yes, Kevin, Nebraska to play Florida State in the national championship. Nebraska looked very, very good
and
today.
You're selling that so hard because that's what
I said beginning of the year.
Florida faces Florida State while Nebraska still has to get by Colorado. We are at the half in Austin, and Texas looks like they could be headed to the Big 12 championship game. You're watching the Nissan Halftime Report.
Life is challenging.
I am strong. Win
Or lose.
Everyone's ready. We're ready.
We're ready. Yeah, we're ready.
In recent government crash tests, no other SUV outperformed the Nissan Pathfinder in driver front impact collisions, passenger front impact collisions, driver side or passenger side impact collisions. You might say it's like being taken off the endangered species list.
Are you lonesome tonight? How does it feel? Out there all alone?
Hello?
So near.
My whole day has been like this.
And yet, so far away. Dr. Pepper, the taste.
He's so happy.
No one else can take his place. And that's why you're lonesome tonight.
Ask your doctor about Viagra.
Hey there,
time for a holiday. So switch off your computers and take a national holiday with National Car Rental. Spend some time with National Heroes. Or visit a national treasure. Join the National Football League. Or take your kids to a national park. But wherever you go, National will get you there fast. Because with hundreds of locations nationwide, it's hard to find a place that's not a national city. Whoa! National Car Rental. What are you waiting for? Let's go!
Oh, Dr. Owen's office called. They're sending you a fax.
Just because someone's ready to send you a fax doesn't mean you're ready to receive it. With fax notification from SkyTel, the fax will be stored so you control when and where you receive it right from your pager. Can your pager do that?
NFL This Morning. Join Chris, Marv, Jackie, and Chris for a wild hour of pregame power. NFL This Morning, Sunday on Fox Sports Net. Welcome back to the Nissan Halftime Report with Kevin Frazier and Kellen Winslow.
Ron Dayne entered the day needing 99 yards to break Ricky Williams' NCAA rushing record. First quarter against Iowa, 7-0 Badgers, and Ron goes in from 1 yard out, 13-0 Wisconsin. We jump to the second quarter. Dayne just 23 yards shy of passing Ricky.
Here's an Artie moment up the middle. Big Ron Dayne. Artie Gigantino said it will be Hamilton, but no, it's Ron Dayne. He breaks NCAA career rushing mark of Ricky Williams on that run. Celebration. There's his dad. There's his sister and his little daughter.
His wife and his daughter, and Dayne now in the Division 1A leading rusher. Wisconsin wins 41-3. So the kid now from Berlin, New Jersey has a big day. Dayne sets the record. Wisconsin clinches a return trip to the Rose Bowl. Dayne finished today with his 11th 200-yard game, and the Badgers finished the season with their 7th straight win. And Kellen, back in Week 1 of college football Saturday, you said if Dayne set the rushing record, he would be a lock for the Heisman. I guess now we all need to jump on Kellen's bandwagon.
You want to pat me on the back now, or you want to save it for later? It's no magic to it. Heisman Trophy voters, they love rushers, and one of the best rushers in the last couple of years has been Ron Dayne. From the time he stepped on the Wisconsin campus as a freshman, we had 1,000 yards as a freshman. He's gotten better and better and better. The offensive line jailed for him this year, and it's really come together, so congratulations to Ron Dayne. Take a look at the top 6 rushers in NCAA history. Of course, only one is still active. That's Travis Prentice, who's at Miami of Ohio, and of course, Ron Dayne is the leader. Herschel Walker, Ricky Williams, Tony Dorsett, hey, they've all won the Heisman Trophy. Why not the guy at the top of the leaderboard?
So he's going to win, and we got to give you props. And the kid from Berlin, New Jersey, well, he could join Alan Amici as the only Badgers to win the Heisman Trophy. Amici won it in 1954. And, yeah, let me go ahead and pat you on the back. Still ahead, we'll show you why Wisconsin is headed to the Rose Bowl. The Badgers get a little help from Michigan today. Highlights on the way.
Talk about a giveaway, but that's nothing compared to the Southwestern Bell Homecoming Giveaway, brought to you in part by Phillips 66. Just call 1-877-BIG-12-FUN toll-free for a chance to win $100,000 towards your dream home or hundreds of other prizes. Don't let this one get away. Call 1-877-BIG-12-FUN toll-free to enter and find out more about the winning team of phone services from Southwestern Bell.
Listen, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathed the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Mattawa, La Paloma, Pebble, and I had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
Sitco, you know me.
The word is about, there's something evolving. Whatever may come, the world keeps revolving. They say the next big thing is here, that the revolution's near. But to me it seems quite clear that it's all just a little bit of history repeating.
Like your ultimate.
Sing it,
Ready? Cheeseburger. Go! Your ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
3 persons murdered. Their heads found severed. Taken by the headless horseman. Taken back to hell.
This Friday.
The assassin's a man of flesh and blood, and I will discover him.
Are you so certain of everything?
Heads will roll. From director Tim Burton.
There is no horseman. Never was a horseman. Never will be a horseman.
Johnny Depp. Christina Ricci. Sleepy Hollow. Rated R. This Friday in theaters everywhere.
Hi, I'm Jim Rome. Next week on The Last Word, the Oakland Raiders' all-time leading receiver Tim Brown, New York Yankees slugger Darryl Strawberry, and the newest member of the LA Dodgers, Shawn Green. It's all next week at 6:30 at midnight right here on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back to the Nissan Halftime Report with Kevin Frazier and Kellen Winslow.
Michigan and Penn State, fourth quarter, under 2 minutes. Michigan down 27-24. Tom Brady, Marcus Knight. Good night now. 11-yard touchdown. Wolverines win it 31-27. Joe Paterno and the Nittany Lions lose at home for the second straight week. The Michigan defense held the Nittany Lions to just 7 yards rushing today as Michigan wins its third straight over Penn State. Another unbeaten falls as Alabama beats Mississippi State. Alabama takes over sole possession of the SEC West. A win over Auburn will clinch the title and set up a rematch between Florida and the Crimson Tide in the SEC championship game. All right, Kellen. Let's get back to Penn State. 2 weeks ago, they're thinking Sugar Bowl. Now, all of a sudden, they're thinking about the Citrus Bowl or maybe even the Outback Bowl.
Their defense carried them all year long, Kevin, and let them down big time the last 2 weeks. The defensive coordinator, Jerry Sandusky, last week against Minnesota on 4th and 19, decides to rush 3 people. This week against Michigan on 3rd and 10, decides to rush 3. But they put the ball on the ground a lot also, and Michigan's defense took advantage of that. Jerry Sandusky, I think he wished he had those calls back, more pressure to keep Penn State out of that situation. But, Kevin, their defense carried them all year long, but in the last 2 ball games could not make the big plays when it really counted.
Well, the Nittany Lions still face Michigan State next week, so it's not a done deal because that game is in Lansing, so you never know what's going to happen with Penn State. They could drop 3 in a row. We're at the half in Austin. Meanwhile, you're watching the Nissan Halftime Report. Great game, though, going on between Texas and Tech.
It starts with Texas Instruments programmable DSP. It's the power for the smartest cell phones and internet access to the latest digital sound. And when new generations evolve, rather than retool or replace, you can simply reprogram. The new frontier is no longer out there, it's here. Hardware, software, and open thinking. From the world leader in DSP and analog, Texas Instruments.
Coach Shanahan, Coach?
Yes.
Oh, still keep an eye on college recruiting?
Of course.
Really? Sit down, boy. What do you know about Billy Lowell?
Well, he's a blue-chip wide receiver, 6'3", 220, 32 TDs the last season.
We all know that.
He runs a 4.3 40, doesn't want a red shirt. He's a Libra, likes burritos, no beans, and he's got a pet snake named Willie.
There's only one place to get the deepest recruiting coverage. Big12blitz.com, powered by Rivals.com.
It's not sleepy time down south anymore. From Kentucky to the Gulf Coast, from Texas to the Carolinas, business is growing and investment opportunities are springing up right in our own backyard. Morgan Keegan, the South's premier investment firm, brings information on all these opportunities to your doorstep. They find regional stocks and bonds that are tomorrow's blue chips. That's why smart Southerners turn to Morgan Keegan for investment advice. Morgan Keegan, capital for the South.
How come so many professional athletes wear copper bracelets? Hey, that's Chichi Rodriguez.
I think my energy band improves my golf game.
Now you too can have the Chichi Rodriguez Energy Band. It combines the power of copper with the harmonizing power of magnetics.
It really looks good too.
The Energy Band is beautifully crafted from solid copper, then electroplated in genuine 24-karat gold with a stunning white gold accent. Patent-pending magnets make it truly unique, and it's designed to comfortably fit your wrist. Copper and magnetic bracelets sell in catalogs for up to $150 and more. But the Chichi Rodriguez Energy Band is yours for only $19.95. Order yours now while supplies last.
That's being a winner.
To order, use your credit card and call 1-800-851-3399. That's 1-800-851-3399, or send check or money order to the address on your screen. Call and order right now.
Pacers Spurs, Tuesday at 6:30 on Fox Sports Net. Welcome back to the Nissan Halftime Report with Kevin Frazier and Kellen Winslow.
Update of Miami and Virginia Tech. The Hokies have taken the lead. Sharon Stiff scores his second touchdown of the night. 14-10. Virginia Tech over Miami right now. Let's get back to our game. And Kellen, if you're Spike Dykes, what do you tell your team at halftime?
I'm telling my team that we're not out of this ball game, and this is a team that we beat last year, so we can beat them again this year. I look for Tech to come out and play a lot better, especially offensively.
All right, still ahead the second half from Austin. After the break, we'll rejoin Ron Thulin, Artie Gigantino, and Eric Clemens in Austin. You've been watching the Nissan Halftime Report right now in Austin. It's all Texas as they lead Texas Tech 21-0, your score